Welcome to a new videos of RomeActually.com and RomeActually YouTube channel. Today we are visiting Viterbo. Viterbo, it's one of the easiest, main and most favorite day trips from Rome. And I will tell you why. You can reach Viterbo by car or by train. A very easy train ride from Trastevere or San Pietro train station in the city, in the center of Rome, a direct train to Viterbo. In fact, I suggest you come by train unless you want to visit also the surroundings and some countryside and some other towns around Viterbo that they are not connected with the train. But if you are only wanting to visit Viterbo, the train is the best option. Now, let's go explore the town. Viterbo, it's very famous because of its medieval center, medieval town. And this is one of the most iconic places that you will see when you enter, to enter the medieval town. Let's go. We are entering the San Pellegrino quarter, which is the medieval town of Viterbo. Look. They are still in wood. It's even in the public. I mean, this is such an old building in the street. We are literally walking in the Middle Age. Literally. Here we are in Piazza della Morte, Square of Death. Unlike what many think, this wasn't the place of the where death sentences and executions would take place. This was before, in the 15th century, was Piazza di San Tommaso because of a nearby church. It became Piazza della Morte when the confraternity, the brotherhood, the religious, the monks of nearby monastery used to take care of the dead bodies they would find in the street. Who were the people who could die in the street? The poor, the prostitutes, those who didn't have a house. So the monks would take care of them and would bury them and give them some dignity after that. From the 16th century, this was called Piazza della Morte. Here we are in Piazza San Lorenzo, and where is the Duomo, the cathedral of Viterbo, and the Palace of the Popes, because Viterbo is a very important city in the Lazio region, because it was the city where many popes were living when they needed to run away from Rome. The Palace of the Popes is the most important building in Viterbo, historical building, landmarks. It was made from an extension of the former seat of the bishop, and it was built on the occasion of the moving here of the official seat of the Pope of Alexander IV in the 13th century. Now there are many areas, many rooms of the palace that they can be visited, open to the public. One of these is the majestic room of the conclave. Conclave is the reunion, the gathering of the cardinals where they elect the Pope. This hall of the conclave is famous because it was the hall where the first conclave in history took place. The story of this room is actually very original because the word conclave in Latin means cum clave, with key. Why? Because it took the cardinals in the 13th century, 1270, more than 2 years to decide who was going to be the Pope. So finally, after more than 2 years, the people, the residents of Viterbo were so tired that they locked them in that room. They opened the roof and they said, "You are not getting out of here if you don't elect the new Pope." Finally, they did. And it was Gregory X. And Gregory X is the Pope who officially started this conclave meeting, gathering to elect the future popes. The old town of Viterbo is entirely walled, which means that to enter, you need to go through the gate. And there are several medieval gates. This one is Porta San Pietro. There are Porta Romana, Porta Fiorentina, different doors, gates, and that lead you inside the old town of Viterbo. From here we can actually see some of the rooftops of the old town. So we reached the end of our video of our day out in Viterbo. We are leaving the city, we are heading to some other place in the Lazio region. Don't forget to check out our other videos of more day trips from Rome and to subscribe to our channel if you find it inspiring. See you next time in the next video. Bye!